Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert from T4T. Now, I just want to give you an idea of how to put Ichimoku Cloud Trader into play. And it's a pretty easy one if you know how to read the market. Now, just going back just a couple of days, we had dollar yen breakdown through the cloud at 110.40. Now, that was probably instigated by some comments by Trump on increasing tariffs in China and led to a pretty much 100-point move, 90-odd point move. Now, what we're seeing is, just on a technical basis, we've got two breaks here. We've got the trendline break and also the break of the cloud. Now, to me, that's a bit of a signal that dollar yen may be ready to have a pop to the top side. Now, when I see that situation, I automatically come back across and check out all the yen crosses, because dollar yen is the main driver of activity in the Asian session. And if it's driving higher, it will take the yen crosses with it. And it's a pretty easy setup to go through if you continue to go through your analysis. Now, having a look quickly, starting with the Aussie Yen. Okay, it's starting to break. It's already broken into the cloud, now trading sideways. If I'm looking for a trade here, which I am, I'll be looking for a break at the top of the trend line. That is definitely a goer. When I look at the Kiwi Yen, okay, the Kiwi has been tracking a little bit sideways. I've actually got a trend line at the top here. It's got a bit more work to do. You can see the trend line is a little bit higher. And with that, you're probably thinking, well, it's got a bit of work to do. Maybe I could actually, well, the top here looks pretty good, breaking through the trend line and the top of the cloud. I like the setup there. Euro Yen, well, it's already gone. And if anything, there's a bit of a support trend line forming on the downside. Okay, so maybe back buying Euro Yen back towards like a range trade, looking to get into the trade here on the top side, back towards the cloud and looking for the move higher. I am mainly looking for the breaks because that's where the momentum will go. So you come through to sterling yen. Okay, this is another really nice setup. You've got the trend line there in the cloud. You've got also the hasn't broken through the cloud yet as well. And that's when the Japanese traders will jump into action, when this top of the trend line, top of the cloud breaks. So that's going to be a definite starter. If I just keep pushing through, there's a couple more to have a look at. The CAD yen. Okay, the trend line's much higher. It does look like it's ready to pop inside the cloud. So really on that currency pair, the main trade may be the break of the lower part of the cloud, although the second part of the cloud will confirm that break. But the bottom downside is close and it does look quite appealing. And then we've got Swiss yen. And Swiss yen, as you can see, like Euro yen, has already moved. So we've got dollar yen, which is the driving force here. It's already moved higher. We've got Aussie Yen, definitely Aussie Yen, and definitely sterling yen. Two major pairs to look at. Euro Yen, okay, I'll just leave that out for the moment. CAD Yen, yeah, definitely probably a break at the top just to be sure. So the easiest way to instigate this is all I have to do is come back through. I've already saved a template where I've got a break at the top and no strategy on the downside. And all my position size and everything's already set. As I said, I've saved that template already. Now, once that strategy comes up on the screen, what I'll do is I'll add the Ichimoku offset, and that'll tell me exactly where I'm going to get into the trade. So if I just get my pen, come across. So I've got a break trade to the top side through 81.53. It's 12 points through the level. I've got no strategy on the downside. So you can see that dotted line there. That's where I'm going to be getting in. And I'm looking for a clean break. Now, what that does is it allows me to go about my day without sitting in front of the screens all day hoping the cloud breaks higher. Dollar yen either keeps going to the top side or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, well, I've lost nothing. Okay. Now, the other major pair, sterling yen, exact same process. I've already loaded that template up. And this is how quick and easy it is. I just hit OK. This will set me up with a break trade at the top side. Once the order is set up, I'll just overlay the Ichimoku offset, which basically just gives me a visual look at where the order is. Okay, so I can see exactly where my order is going to be placed. And once again, we're in play. So once again, at this point in time, and you can see how that dotted line follows the cloud as it moves. That's the key to this whole thing, right? The cloud is dynamic and my entry will move with that. I'm ready to capture and move through the top of the cloud at any time until I cancel this order. All right, so then just having a look through some of these other ones. I mean, it's so compelling. And I like if oil starts to bounce as well, that's going to be an even bigger driving force. Not only dollar yen driving higher, but also oil moving higher as well. So I'm definitely going to place the break on the top side here, and I'll just click the Ichimoku offset, and it's in place as well. So now I've got 3 orders ready to take advantage of moves through the top of the cloud. I don't have to sit in front of the screens for any longer than what I've already done, which is a couple of minutes, and I can now go about my day. All right, that's how the best way to use the Ichimoku Cloud. Let it work for you. You don't have to spend a lot of time in front of the screens. If you can see what's happening in dollar yen, well, then you can put these strategies in play on the yen crosses. All right, guys, hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions, give us a shout at support@tradersfortraders.com. Cheerio.